What's up, YouTube? This is DodgeThis82, and we're back for more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Let's go. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Wow. That's a lot. Was that really the only place that we didn't have access to? Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? There we go. After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Boy, oh boy. Okay, time to get started. Places to check has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Thanks. That's handy. Leave the area? Yes. Alright. Let's start with the headmaster's room. Ooh. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it. This would be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Papers? There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. My OCD. I must file alphabetically. Book?
Come on.
Hey, Makoto.
Not possible.
Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. I feel like I'm going to remember every moment.
Come
You're
on.
not okay.
Possible.
All right.
Such ignorance.
Right. Okay, what do you want? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Nope. What? What is it? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78. Student registry? It contains profiles for all of us, and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? You won't let me get to the freaking book. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class of number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me? Like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse. And maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? From me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't. As you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Thanks, Byakuya. You piece of crap. Alright. Oh. Biolab. I don't even remember ever being in here. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's a stack of tarps here. been seeing a lot of those things lately. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... red lights? Uh-huh. Oh. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. Okay. Ugh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Okay, can we move? Surprised a surveillance camera can work with how cold it is in here. Okay, is that really the first thing you need to figure out? Because I can't... Oh. These aren't on. There's some kind of weird machine. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it! I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Okay. Like here? Oh boy. Mm-hmm. The right-hand lights are off. Right, I know that. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's some kind of makeshift morgue. Biolab secret has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Oh no, all those are bodies? Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... Oh. Biolab lights has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died. And that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. That's crazy. Open one. See and check. Okay, we can't. Dude, I don't even know. Yeah, leave. I don't even know, because it's like... The way these people died, there's no way. There's no way there's enough to fit into a freaking drawer. You could fit like all of them in one drawer. I think this is the dojo. So pretty. Oh, Toko. So this is where you are.
What do you want?
So this is where you were. What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? but there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. They're gonna say that to, Hina. Surely she hasn't found anything yet. No, Hiro. Hiro didn't find diddly squat. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? She keep trying to kill people and making them feel like crap. Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Really? I'm just gonna go? But there's so many things here. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. We found the clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. Oh, okay. Are you sure? Oh, money! I'm sorry. Okay, alright. I guess we'll leave. Okay, so we got the headmaster's room, we got the biolab. We got the dojo, we still have to get the garden. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? It is after the trial. They don't leave the bodies there. Okay, well then... Maybe the body's inside the tool Why would it be in there? I'd better check, just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. Actually, there's fertilizer, isn't it? But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says biolab. Then this originally came from the biolab. The tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright. Wow. Let's go. Yeah. So we're gonna have to go back to the biolab. That's fine. That's all I really needed to check here. Yep. Alright, tarp. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Okay, so we got that. There's some kind of weird machine, right? Right. Okay. So are you gonna check it? Since Mukuro's body disappeared from the garden, could it be in here? I need to check. Oh, but I have no idea how to open this thing. Get the manual. Not the fridge. Oh boy. Alright. Click under the desk to get the booklet on top of the desk. It looks like an instruction manual. Ozone generator. Ethylene gas. Uh-huh. Alright. Red light will activate. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Alright, so... Oh, wow. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Oh, maybe one did. Wow. Do you open? Oh, man. Gee whiz, did anyone graduate? I don't think anyone graduated. Oh, look at the holes in the walls. It's like freaking cannonball holes. The bed is completely torn up. No, it's not. It's just blood spatter and paper on it. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garb. What are you talking about? It still has a pillow. Yeah, I love bloody money. It's the best kind of money. I can't read the papers. Bathroom? I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. It wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Papers? No? Wow, this place is depressing. Yes, please? Alright, alright, well, I can't go in there. Or open that. Hopefully the students got out. Boys' bathroom? Alright, the fish are still alive. When? Bathroom? Storage? Fishies? Nothing. Okay. Yep. What? Okay. What's this room? Oh, a locker room. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Alright, let's look at it. It looks like this locker's already broken. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Okay. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. Oh, I guess I already... Okay. Well, these are all messed up. You mean I can't... You don't even have to open the door. You can just look through the... That's fine. Trash? Okay. Yes. It's weird. Okay. Wow, nice. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere. Correct. It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Yeah. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Alright, well then we need to look around anyway. Computer. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair?
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The Ultimate Despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Whoa, gee whiz. The Ultimate Despair has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. It's a shadowy organization. Okay, so... his bed, his da-da-da-da-da... Anything up here? Nope. Up. Scaffolding. I know that's not scaffolding. I don't know the right word to it. Alright. So that's... oh! Hey now. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean? You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and a door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it, I mean. It's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. You mind if I try it? Just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Yeah, do it. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... beep! Wow. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Go! Hurry up! Hey, Kyoko. Aww. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Look at the picture in the back. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Open it. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. You thought that? What? Let's look at something happy. Kyoko said, just as I thought. I have to find out what she meant by that. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box? My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones? That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? He has your... I don't know, hips? Hip bones? I don't know. The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Okay. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Can we look at the picture now? Or the desk? Either one. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko Dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Alright, desk. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, "In case of emergency." I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Stop asking her and just take it. Alright, picture. Huh? This picture. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Of course it is. Hey, Kyoko.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Alright. Wow. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster? There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me. Byakuya. Hiro. Toko. Hina. And Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. What are you talking about? I don't get it. That's fine. Ooh. Ooh. It's time to go. But we will pick this up. Man, we are getting really close. I'm really glad that we had that time to look everything over. But yeah, we'll continue soon. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
3 people are dead at least. I suggest we send someone to the radio to call for help.
I'm not going in there.
Well, someone has to.
What about you? You're the leader here.
She. Franklin, I'm into you.
Will you be my vampire bride?